Welcome to the podcast. It's me, Chris and Siobhan. Listen to us talk about stuff or don't. Hey guys, welcome back to episode 30. We are here 30 weeks. Can you imagine that? We lasted 30 weeks. OMG. Oh wow.
We've only 10 weeks to go.
We have a big guest line up though. Very big.
Do we?
Big.
News to us.
Big.
Yeah?
Millions of followers.
Go away.
He's coming on.
Does he have red hair?
I don't know.
Does he have big muscles?
I can't remember.
Hang on, go on now. When is this happening?
Surprise.
Quelle surprise.
Surprise. We've become very close on Facebook because I thought he was much younger than me, but he's actually older than me.
Yeah?
So like we're like our...
So that's why you're friends?
He's nearly 50, I'm nearly 40. And we're like, oh my
He's nearly 50.
Yeah.
Hang on, are we still talking about the same person?
WWE?
Yeah.
Seamus.
47.
He's 47.
Fuck me. And I can't believe because wrestling is one of the
My ear's gone deaf.
hardest... you know, it always gets, oh, wrestling's fake. But it's not fake, it's predetermined.
Well, it's like
there it's back.
a show that you put on.
But it's still
yeah.
extremely difficult, and you have to be so fit
For
and
WWE.
strong and do it week in, week out, jumping off fucking...
Do you have to practice jumping and landing on the floor on a bounce?
Yeah.
And is there a specific bouncy floor so that you don't
No,
injure
because sometimes
yourself?
like they land on tables and shit, so you have to learn how
I know,
to...
but it's not a proper table. I mean, come on, it's built to break.
Okay, so would you do it?
If I thought it would break under my weight, yeah, probably.
You would die.
I
because-
absolutely would not do it.
Plus, like...
it depends on what mood I'm in.
the top of that cage...
I'd put someone else on it.
The top of that cage is 40 foot. So like 40 foot is so high.
Actually, my knees... Well, I wouldn't have to go that high, would I?
Well, see, you wouldn't know because you would be dead.
I get vertigo fucking reaching into the top shelf of my cupboards.
40 foot off of a table. Off
Well,
of a
my knees
cage.
aren't that good anymore. Well, they're getting better, but you know.
My
so-
knees are fucked. Like I ice packing them 3 times a day.
I get hot knees. Yeah, they're very annoying.
Hot
Do you get
knees are
hot
very
knees?
annoying, yeah.
Hot knees is fine, just means there's blood inside them, bit of inflammation. I have sore knees.
I know, but I'd be busting a sweat on my kneecaps.
Okay, whatever you do in your spare time.
Anyway,
Maybe use a cushion or something, I don't know.
sure.
Did you have any more date stories?
Loads of them, yeah.
This
Do you
week,
wanna-
however,
Want to jump into them straight
different
away?
agenda. What agenda are we setting out today?
Okay, I'm going to jump in straight into a little dating story.
Loving the new T-shirt, by the way, and actually that shade of purple
I
is
like
lovely.
it as well, yeah. I would go with my nails. Can I have a t-shirt?
He said no to me last week, so it's a no for you as well.
Can I have a t-shirt?
Yeah, of course.
Why don't you share details in your little WhatsApp group?
Yeah, the one we're in with Luke.
Yeah, tell
Hi,
Luke you
Luke.
can have one as well.
Yeah.
I don't want one.
I'm bringing one over to him the weekend.
Of course you are. Yeah.
Just see the Burks were thrown out of the...
Oh my God,
Absolute
I'm
fucking
so
idiots.
embarrassed on their behalf.
I'm absolutely embarrassed. Embarrassed.
Oh my God. Well,
Do
first
they
of
not
all,
understand what has happened? Is there something wrong with their brains?
I'm Team Burke, so I don't care what you say.
Of course you're fucking Team Burke and you're Team
Burke.
Elon and Team Trump and
no.
Team fucking
No.
Paula Pastor.
I don't know who Paul
did you
Pastor
see
is.
that they were first? They started their day out with some protesting, and they
to
were
a
standing
very
there.
large crowd of about 3 people.
Well, one woman just
No.
walked past and was like,
Siobhan, there
"What?"
was millions of people
Would you go?
Where?
online.
Yeah, where did you see that on Trump television?
What, the
Online.
millions of people were online supporting them?
No, millions. She said 3 people viewed them. I said millions of people have viewed them.
Yeah, most
All
of
over
us were
America.
laughing
in
at
real
them.
life.
All over America.
Millions.
It doesn't matter. Eyes
Millions,
are
I'll
on
look
them.
it up.
2.
I will.
But the reel I saw them on had 2 million views.
You
so
can't
there's
believe
2.
everything you see online.
Fake news.
So yeah, I am.
They're still stupid.
They're not stupid. They're far from it. Highly educated people.
you
just with
understand why
different
he was in
beliefs.
jail?
Yeah.
Why is he in jail?
Contempt of court.
Yeah, but why did it get as far as court?
Because he won't refer to a child as they, them.
Nope.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Okay, go ahead then. Educate me.
So he was in the school, right? He did refuse to do that,
Okay.
right? And he was told that he can't do that. And then he went forward and he shouted at his boss, who's a female, doesn't matter, I don't know. So he
Have you ever shouted at your
became
boss?
aggressive with her. No, I haven't,
No.
because I respect my boss.
Lies.
No, I have never.
Lies.
There's no need to shout at your boss. he got a no and he didn't fucking like it, right? So then he went on and he got aggressive with her twice more, right? And then was told he was suspended from the school.
And told to stay away from
Told
her.
to stay away. And he kept coming back. And he was told to go away, and he kept coming back. And then she got onto the guards, and the guards agreed. And then it all went to court because he can't take no for a fucking answer.
Petulance. That's what it is.
That is where it started. That is where it is ending. That's why he was kicked out of that
Do you
school.
know what my issue with it as well is? He's spent 500 days in jail, right, in Mountjoy prison.
Of his own accord.
Yes,
Of
second
his own
now.
volition.
Do you
It
see
is
that
all his
second
fault.
now.
meme? And it's the little kid, and there's a
Why
welly on
can't-
his neck, and then they zoom out, and he has his hand in the welly on his own neck.
That would
That's
be-
what he's
that
doing.
is-
Why can't they
Enoch
put
Burke.
rapists and
They do.
paedophiles in
Not
for...
usually,
no, they don't.
but they do.
Not usually, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So they can make
That's-
room for him.
that's a
Contempt of
fallacy.
He
court.
was acting in a violent manner, though.
He was. He got
threatening and
aggressive.
intimidating behaviour.
Yes.
So you do
correct.
it all the time. You're doing it right now.
Imagine
Arrest
intimidating
her.
this fucker. Fine, arrest me. I'll go to jail.
No, we're way too pretty for jail. Just one
I'll come
mark.
out and write my book.
Life behind bars. The Siobhan story.
How I survived behind bars.
Oh, that'd be...
Kingpin. Oh, actually, do you know what I was listening to last
You'd
week?
be split up and I'd
Was
make
the-
you right.
Shut,
No.
You'll never
I
split
wouldn't.
us up. We're
If you were in
connected.
jail...
what?
If you were in jail, you would...
They do
you'd be
twin
split up.
cells.
No.
Yeah.
You can't go
Oh,
to jail.
imagine a sellout. Imagine how amazing that would be. We just away from the children and life in general, and
Yeah.
just sit in a cell,
Someone
shooting
feeding
the
you
breeze all day, every day.
3 times a day.
Yeah, feeding you, electricity
PlayStation.
paid, nice and warm. Probably do
Cleaning
a
your
degree.
clothes.
I'd do a degree in jail.
I'd do another degree, yeah.
I would. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
would do the PlayStation in jail.
You'd do the PlayStation anywhere. I'm
Degree.
fucking bottom of the ocean.
Degree.
Did you
Since you
listen-
got your
Hang on.
design.
So speaking about people in
Mr.
jail, did you
Scientist.
listen to the Nathan MacDonald story?
No.
Ballycd, breaking Ballycd.
Oh, yeah. Actually mortified for him as well.
I'm mortified for him. But it's really sad that like his wife and 3 young children, like I think he got involved in it maybe because of financial difficulty, which you can
How
completely
do you get
understand.
Hang on a
Like,
second.
how
I have
do
no
you
clue what you're talking about. Start to the start.
You know Ballycd,
Ballycd,
the garden centre
near
back near
Tralee.
Tralee.
Oh, yeah.
And your man got caught up with the fucking Mexican
Crystal meth.
cartel.
Oh, yeah.
So there was a shipment of crystal meth found in Cork Harbour, destined for Australia, I believe, worth about 32 million. And so the guards haven't released yet how they kind of got to a place where they discovered it in the harbour. I'd love to know, but they was like they shut it down for 2 days. This part of it, searched everything and found the drugs, and then were able to trace it back to Nathan and this other
Imagine
guy,
you're walking
Salazar.
around looking at some hibiscus, like, aren't they beautiful now? And then there's a whole load of crystal meth, like, hidden.
Behind you.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what I think about that? And I remember at the time, and I was talking to a guard, and he agreed with me.
What?
That 32 million was a decoy. That
Oh,
apparently
100%,
Oh, yeah.
there was billions.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the boat there. Ignore that one, right? Ignore the one with
But sure,
billions.
that happens wholesale. That's not a new
Yeah.
idea. Of course it is.
And he got caught up in it.
Yeah, yeah. And he got a particularly aggressive tariff, I think. And then he was he had his jaw broken in jail there not so
Did
long
he?
ago as well. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
Did he
yeah.
slip?
No. But
Covered.
you'd wonder why he. I think when he was arrested, he cooperated with the Gardaí, you know, quite soon on, and that was taken into account when he got his sentence. But so maybe potentially, I don't know,
What sentence did he get?
12 years, I think.
For what?
Yeah. For drug smuggling.
Drug muling.
Drugs.
12 years, jeez.
Yeah. I think it was 12 years. It was a harsh tariff, but I think the judge wanted to set it out there that this is not a way to make money.
Kind of is, though.
It is
If you don't
the
get
way.
It
caught.
is if you don't get caught, I know, yeah. What are we teaching our children? Just don't get caught.
Yeah. Box clever.
Working 9 to 5.
Anyway,
I
so
wouldn't
there's
have
that
the
story.
attention span for that.
If you, it's a great story. If what did I
Sounds
listen
like
to?
boring. And what else happened during the week? And Micheál Martin met.
Oh my god.
Do you know
Paul
what I was-
Martin.
do you know what I was thinking?
Yeah.
Right. Imagine you're Micheál Martin and the meeting's at 1:00. It's 12:30. I would be shitting a brick. Because
Why?
Because look at the last fella that sat in that chair who's made a complete fucking idiot out of.
Did you see Macron?
Do you see the wink? Oh,
I
Which
love
wing?
him. I love him.
Who?
Macron. Trump was talking out of his ass, and
Oh,
Macron
the-
had just had an ever so slight little smirk on his face, and he sits there and he just looks over and he goes, Because he knows her man is talking out of his shit.
The journalist is a French, really well-known journalist, I was told yesterday. And Macron knew who he was, but the others there didn't really know who he was. And he was, you see, and your man goes, you called Zelensky a dictator.
Oh, would you call Putin?
Yeah. And you can see Macron, he can't smile. It's just ever so slight. And he looks at you like that. Yeah. And he does this thing where it's not even a really obvious wink. It's kind of like you had to slow it down nearly to catch it.
It was fucking brilliant.
It was fucking
really good.
And in case Trump think that he got the better of any of them, he fucking didn't.
Of who?
Any of those leaders.
Any of the world leaders.
And he was
treated them.
corrected by each
shocking.
one of them
Yeah.
for talking rot.
Now, he was corrected by Micheál Martin. Fine. But the housing thing and the way Micheál laughed at that, I was fit to go through the screen.
Rage, yeah.
I raged.
Yeah, that's a great way
That's
to
a
put
great
it.
problem to have. Really.
He was
being
talking
homeless?
about it. But see, straight away, Trump started massaging his ego, which is a great.
I own a lot of property
No.
over there. I love
No,
Ireland.
started
No,
massaging.
Micheál had to put him right on the trade relationship between Morocco and Ireland.
Well, the first thing he said to that fucking arsehole Micheál Martin was, "Oh, I should be careful around you because your father's one of the greatest boxers."
Oh yeah, what was that
What was
about?
that?
Massaging the ego, lining him up.
I don't get
But
it.
you'd only fall for that if you're a bollocks. Also,
He is a bollocks.
Is his dad a boxer?
Yeah, he was a professional or
Yeah.
an amateur boxer. Yeah, one of
Oh
the
God!
top
So
guys.
somebody in his team Googled something and
Knows.
he threw it out there as a breadcrumb.
Exactly. Yeah.
What was he
Do you know
buttering
what,
him
though?
up for?
Do you know what I was thinking about? Like, if you look at this whole situation from far, far away,
As
right?
we are.
No, because you're kind of caught up in the middle of it because you're forced to fucking watch it.
No.
Well, you are, because anytime you open your phone, it's there. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, do you know what I was thinking about? He's put an end to the two wars that were going on.
Oh,
no,
you
he hasn't.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
He has.
Oh my God. Nope.
Putin came back and said, nope. There was
It's when?
drones out earlier today in Ukraine. What, a ceasefire? My fucking hole. Do you know why? Because Putin doesn't listen to Trump. He's a fucking puppet.
As if he does.
He does.
Honestly.
He told me to.
Nope. And like he sorted out what's going on over in
And
Gaza.
did you know
No.
the sirens that are blaring in Ukraine were silent for 80 years? 80 fucking years. And that stupid orange cunt comes into power in America and upsets the whole apple cart. Apple cart. And so 80 years. 80 years.
What are you talking about?
How much of a dick
Yeah.
Donald Trump is.
Okay,
He's
I mean,
just
it's not
a
directly like
colossal
Russia invaded
penis.
them before. Yeah, he is.
He's such an idiot.
Yeah.
My God.
And he'll end the war? No, he won't.
How you can hate a
I
stranger
hate
so
him.
much. Him and that other
Elon-
bollocks.
Oh, and
That
also
fucking, what did he say? Laminated
joy.
face prick.
The joy of Elon Musk
Crying.
falling from grace and getting really upset because he's
Yeah.
lost how many billion?
Yeah. Like, just
French
just
women
basically-
out
I saw it, yeah.
nude from the waist up,
With
fucking
maps.
wrecking Tesla cars, wrecking their showrooms, and then Trump comes out to buy a car. Help us.
Oh, that was so embarrassing.
Wasn't it? Have
Yeah.
you seen the ads, the car sales ads?
Oh my God, they're so funny. Yeah.
Love it. Anyway, back
I
to you,
love
Patrick.
that they're getting trolled so hard. Yeah.
I don't know. I stopped listening.
Let's not talk about politics with Patrick.
That's what happens when we're right.
You're not right.
We are.
Yep.
You're not.
We are.
I'm
Do you know
happy
what
to
you
say
are?
we're on the
You're
right side
every
of
bit
history.
of as wrong as the people on the right, because like I was talking to a right person during the week, right, and they were telling me about how Trump has spent, is it 8 or 80 billion on transgender mice, and I was like, no, hang on a second, it wasn't transgendered mice, it was transgenic mice. I was like, no, it's fucking transgender mice. I was like, well, it's not.
Well, he referenced Isaac Neutron.
Fucking close enough.
We should get the strawberry and start sticking the pins in so he makes more
100%,
mistakes.
Yeah. I'll do one for Elon. You do one for Trump.
Okay.
And there's probably a few more strawberries that could go into the freezer as well.
A few more what?
Nothing. Hashtag witch talk.
Euro talk and witch talk and Boston talk. I'm
Boston
enjoying
talk,
that,
yeah.
that too.
Yeah, the Boston Irish. I'm like, oh my God, set everything on fire.
Yeah.
Love it. I don't know, would I want to go to the US now with the way it is?
I can't
At
wait
the
to go.
moment-
Lots of countries have warnings out for their domestic people travelling there.
A British girl has been picked up by ICE.
And a German girl.
And being held.
Who's ICE?
Ice baby.
The immigration crowd in America that are going around arresting loads of people.
Saying like, hey, you can't be here.
Get out of our country.
I know.
But I'm American.
And they fuck them out and
Are
they're back
you?
3 days later. Like, well,
Prove
that
it.
worked.
Prove what?
Prove you're American. I like cheeseburgers. Okay, guys, you got us.
This guy's good.
Got a smart guy over here, huh?
Wise guy, huh?
Anyway, did we give you enough time to pick out a dating story?
They're so far back that I can't find any.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, they're like lost.
In
The vastness.
of
Other messages.
The vastness of space. Oh, the thing you sent me the other day, the 3 Marias.
yeah, and the middle one is way further
Humongous.
away. A blue giant. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that
Yeah.
our nearest blue giant star?
That I don't know.
I'd love to know.
I used to know loads more facts about space, and I've all
Or did you see
forgotten.
the new James Webb telescope picture of a baby star being born? It is amazing.
No, I haven't seen that one.
Look it up. It's fabulous.
Okay.
I saw a new fact, or well, it's not a new fact. It's probably an old one.
New to me.
New to my eyes.
What's his name? The fellow with the longish hair again. He was on Joe Rogan.
Isaac Neutron.
No, he's a scientist now. He's like one of the top ones. He's got like long hair here.
Brian Cox.
Yeah, him.
That is the worst description of a human, I think. His
it
hair is
was-
not long. He was in a
I
band
got it
in
in
the
like one
90s.
go.
Exactly. How is that not a good description? Anyway,
Anyway, you're probably used to it from your WhatsApp group that I'm not part of.
That'll be it.
he was talking about the thing over, isn't it in Sweden, that thing, that round joke? It's 27 kilometres wrong.
Switzerland.
CERN,
Close
yeah.
enough. And when you
Don't let
become,
facts get in the way of a good story.
when you, he was saying that when you travel close to the speed of light, right,
Yes.
distance becomes shorter. Right, so when this thing is traveling around this, it goes to 99.99999
The speed of light.
light,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he says it brings the 27 kilometers down to 7 meters. Did you know that?
I thought it was 4 kilometers.
No, he said 7.
So distance over time is what you're talking about there.
And then he was saying if you did that from Earth to the next galaxy, which is Andromeda, is it? So if you went from there to Andromeda, he said technically you could be there. Can't remember how fast.
18 years.
No, it's really short because the distance becomes shorter because of that law. So you'll be there in like no time. And then if you like spend a little bit of time there, like an hour or two, and come back to Earth, it was something like 4 billion years that have gone past on Earth.
Oh, yeah. So, like, time is relative and not everybody
But
experiences it the
distance
same.
isn't.
Distance isn't relative.
Distance is space over time.
Anyway,
Speed is distance over time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird.
Good
Isn't
story,
that weird?
bro.
Isn't that how'd you figure out that?
I have another fact.
Go on.
We each have our own gravitational pull.
And the fatter
Yeah,
you are, the
but
bigger
we're
it is.
so small that you can't really feel it.
And the fatter you are, the more it is.
Well, yeah, the bigger the body,
Yeah, the
the
more
greater
mass.
the gravitational
like-
pull.
Isn't it like really strong around the pyramids
What?
because of the weight of them? Time actually goes slower around them. Look it up before you make.
Okay, right, yeah. That you experience time at the top of a mountain
yeah,
different.
that's
to,
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not something.
Oh no, I've gone deaf again. There we go.
That
I still
comet
can't
that's
find
coming
these
back.
stories. I'm still going back.
The comet. Oh yeah, the one that's going to hit
Do you remember?
Earth in
No, well,
2032.
no, the odds.
There's
What
that one.
happens is, as they're calculating, the odds go slightly up, and then they go way down. So it's like 0.017% now that it'll hit it. It has to go through like the eye of a needle sort of analogy.
Oh yes, yeah.
But the chances have gone up that it will hit the moon. Imagine how fucked we'd be if the moon was hit.
Fucked.
What's
Imagine our
that?
oceans, we'd all be drowned.
We'd have nothing to land on.
Drowned.
If the moon does die, we'll die, won't we?
Yep.
Because or would the ocean
Correct.
just stop moving? It'll be like
Yeah, it'd fuck our tides and everything.
Tides and gravitational pull and everything.
And
Yeah.
lunatics, werewolves, the whole lot.
The whole lot will
Wrecked.
come out. Yeah.
or would it just make them normal?
Oh my God, I was listening. There's this lady on TikTok and she tells stories. People send in their stories to her. And she has had 2 recently. And she said, they're all like ghost stories, witches, wendigos, all that kind of stuff, right?
What is a Wendigo?
If you watch Supernatural, you'd know.
Such a
my
A
Yeah.
God.
Wendigo is like what, a camper van that travels the length
That's
of
exactly
Canada.
it. Yeah, and it's really
God,
scary.
and you're calling Enoch Burke stupid.
But she got 2 stories in a close enough time frame from the same area, and each story was about a werewolf. So 7-foot creature that looks like a wolf basically, but stands on 2 legs and walks around like a person would. So bipedal. And she got the first story, and she just isn't a fan of werewolf stories, so she kind of put it to one side, and then in quick succession she got the second story. Succession. She got the second story.
Section.
So she told the 2 stories, and you hear them and you're like,
I mean,
maybe
could it be an animal that just got up on its hind legs and
No.
started to walk around?
no,
Why
not
would a wild animal do that?
Because their front paws are
this-
sore? I don't fucking know.
the werewolf. In the second story, your man's aunt and uncle owned a house out in the middle of nowhere, the usual, and it's in the Appalachian region.
Remember that in
Appalachian.
Appalachian.
Appellation?
What we do in the
Appalachian.
shadows.
I'll fight you for it.
Look it up.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to.
Hang on now. I need to be right on this.
Aye. We're werewolves, not swearwolves.
How do you pronounce? What's the word again?
Appalachian.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's gone.
Efficient.
How do you pronounce Appalachian? Hang on.
Appalachian.
Appalachian.
a combination
that's
of
a
what we
combination
said.
of both words.
So you're both
Appalachian.
wrong.
And the
It depends if you say it in your D4, it's
people
Appalachian.
who live in America near the Appalachian region call it Appalachian. So I'd be inclined
Yeah,
to
they're wrong. Anyway,
side with them.
let's move on.
But when it was Pangea, like when all the continents were together, the Appalachians, Ireland was in the middle of all that as well, and like Scotland, the Highlands are all part of the
Oh.
Appalachian.
That's why we've werewolves.
Yeah,
On the
Swearwolves.
moors and swearwolves and
Swearwolves.
moors and okay.
Yeah.
Did you know during the Irish famine, the Indian people, some tribe, I can't remember the name of the tribe, sent Ireland.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
It was like
Amazing people.
€2,000.
Yeah.
Fair play to them. Thanks, lads.
I tell you, Irish, all indigenous
Can't
populations on the
remember
right
name.
side of
What's the
history.
name of them again?
I'd have to look it up now. I don't remember.
15,000.
What?
I don't know.
Literally like herding clouds.
I watched that film. I don't know if you recommend it, but I watched it. Not
Don't
from,
you
not from
don't
your,
take it from me.
not from your recommendation. Presents.
That's my movie for this week, and yes, it was my recommendation. Thank
Okay, you can have it. I'm just talking about it because you're talking about ghosts.
It is
Oh.
single-handedly the best ghost story I have ever watched ever in my life to date.
Don't give away the
including all
ending
of
now
them.
because I haven't seen
won't,
that
no.
either.
The ending, again, it's a really sad story, but
Don't
it's
say
very
any more.
clever. All I'm going to say is, again, it's camera work. That's my 2 recommendations this week are based on fantastic stories, great acting, but the camera work as well, which is so important. And they do this what's called long shot camera work. And they shot it in something stupid, like just
That
a
has to
few
be
short
harder on the
weeks.
actors, I bet you.
It is, because you have to have your script off. Yeah.
I'd
but
never make an actor.
they
Can
do-
you imagine
Not a hope.
remembering all those lines?
But
Not
they
a
do
hope.
the camera work is from the point
Line.
of view of the ghost.
Line, please.
But the ghost, and there's the interaction with the ghost. I suppose physical interaction is minimal, but it's the creepiness around it. And I had painted my bedroom and I had a plastic sheet over some of the furniture, and I just went into bed that night because I was really tired. After watching that, I was freaked out all night.
I
And
wasn't
it's not
freaked
even
out over it.
Hollywood
What
scary.
about your ghost?
She keeps making noise, but I'm going to record her and I'm going to share it because it's like every night now. But no, I'm just used to it. But that thing is like the POV of a ghost. Do you know who the ghost was? Yeah, I'm not going to say, but do you know who it was?
Who was based on?
No.
How do you mean?
The actor?
Her friend. It doesn't give anything away. It's her friend.
Are you sure?
Don't say anything. La
Because
la
you're
la la la
wrong.
la la.
Because let me tell you this. Remember we watched Heretic?
I can save you some time talking. You're wrong. Because I googled it.
And
Because
clearly they're right.
and I thought it was a friend as well, right? And Lena was like, I think it's and I went no, it's not. And she googled it and she's like, no. And I was like, oh,
Lena
fuck.
had it.
And it actually explains it, why it's him.
Him.
Oh, for fuck's
Hang on,
sake.
hang on. Him. That still doesn't make
No,
sense.
can you not maybe?
Because, okay, we watched Heretic, right?
Yeah.
And remember I said to you after we watched that movie,
Oops.
she's dead. She did not make it out. I was right. What? Oh, no. I hope everybody who's going
You
to
have
watch
the
it
wrong
has watched
film.
it. No, Heretic. Did you watch Heretic? Hugh Grant? The two sister Barnes and
Yeah.
sister... Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Right, come to the end
Who
of
didn't
it.
make it out? God, I
Remember
can barely
the
remember it.
very last scene, there's
don't
one
remember.
person alive that makes it out of the house.
Yeah. Oh, she doesn't?
No.
I said, as soon as I watched it, I went, she
No.
didn't make it out. There was too many things pointing to she died,
Yeah.
including the butterfly. Well, as soon as I saw the butterfly, I went, she
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
She died. Because it flipped about
Oh,
10 minutes
you
from the
watch
end.
it 4 times, though,
flipped.
so it doesn't count as you guessing it. So, you know.
3 times. I don't know.
4 times, exactly. I must watch it 2 times.
Now, anyway, so you enjoyed my movie recommendation, which is the
I
most
found-
important point there.
It took me about 10 minutes of scrolling, but I found messages or dates.
Can you like earmark it or something to make it
You can't
easy?
on Instagram. You have to like scroll.
You can. You can save them.
No, you can't. The only way I can save them is if I reply. And then if I reply to people, they keep messaging you. How's your day, pa? What are you up to?
Who's the ghost? I'm wrapped up in that. You're going to have to tell me who the ghost is
you-
afterwards.
Okay, afterwards, go on.
Okay, this is from Nino. Hey, pa, don't mention my name. Sorry, Nino. Met on a dating app. No, he didn't say that. Met on a dating app, chatted briefly, spontaneously decided our first date would be to Disneyland. Fucking Disneyland.
You.
That's a shit first date. Because you're trying to look
You
at
stuck there for a
Disneyland.
couple of days with a person, are you? Ew. Unless they live close, could be a day rate and a day visit.
First,
so.
Yeah.
first time meeting he in person was picking her up for airport. Cute girl. Voice like Fran Drescher, the nanny.
Fran Drescher.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the squeaky one?
Yeah.
Okay, no biggie. The nanny was hot. We can make this work. First day there, a spider bites her face. Half face is cute, half is Slosh from Goonies. Not her fault, but obviously strike 2. Lastly, it turns out she only packed pants and thick shirts, no shorts or anything appropriate. So now I've got a high-pitched, swollen snowsuit wearing first date in Disney. Ultimately, I spent the weekend drinking in Epcot and sent her to be loud, swollen and overly clothed on her own. We live 30 minutes apart in New York, so this wasn't a trip up the block for Disney, by the way.
Why would you go from New York to Disneyland on a first date? The risk there is very high.
Unless you're chatting them for ages and then you kind of know what they're like.
Is it like meant to be kind of really
Don't care.
spontaneous and stuff? Maybe.
But like the thing is, like when you're on your date, you're trying to
Hang on,
deal
no.
with the date.
Sorry, I
first
can't get
date.
over the clothes. So instead of packing shorts, she packed a snowsuit. Like there's such a disparity in those two outfits.
Did she not Google the weather? She's not familiar with.
They got weather
Hot
she wasn't
versus cold.
expecting, obviously.
Orlando. Isn't Orlando,
Does it ever
Florida?
get cold there? Why would you? Maybe she
No, it's
thought
never cold
Euro
there.
Disney.
It's near the
She's going to
desert, isn't it?
Paris.
Huh.
Kenny
Anyway.
Nero.
Is that the whole story?
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
If I were to say, I'd say he's been a bit of a cunt. God, can you imagine going on holiday and getting your face bitten and it goes numb?
What kind of a
She could've
spider did she get
died.
bit by?
She could have got Spider-Man powers. Oh my God, I didn't even think of that.
Where now would you get bitten by a spider?
I was just going to do it.
Can you imagine? Oh, I just don't feel it. Esther. On my first day with a guy at my college, he said he would pick me up and then didn't text when he pulled up to my house. Full stop there. I wasn't sure if it was
I
him.
love this casual and random placement of a full stop or no placement at all.
I literally read what's on the prompter.
You do.
I wasn't sure if it was him.
Ron Burgundy.
He eventually replied to my text
Prompter, you say.
asking if it was him. It was, and I went out and got in the car. He said he was going to take me to Biltmore Estate. It's really expensive. I thought it was a little much, but said okay. 20 minutes into the drive, he tells me he didn't have his wallet.
Sure.
There we go.
Chestnut.
And only
What are the chances? I forgot mine as well.
and only had $20 in cash on him. I just sat there quietly as I didn't know what to say. 20 minutes later, we arrived. He hadn't bought tickets beforehand, so we had to go to the ticket building. I ended up opening all the doors for him and talking to the receptionist. The tickets were really expensive, and I said I couldn't pay that, and he obviously couldn't, no wallet. It was really awkward. We ended up back in the car, headed back for town in an effort to salvage the date. I suggested a brunch place like I liked, and we went there. I paid. He tried to give me the cash, but honestly at this rate I couldn't accept it and left it as a tip for our server. We walked back to the car in silence. I felt like the man the whole time and really uncomfortable. He brought me back to the house and I sat in the car for a minute, not sure what to do. I ended up making a joke how he'd misspoke a word in the GPS as he proceeded to yell at me to get out of the car. I left. Later that day, while I was at work, he asked to go out again that evening. I said no. All this to say, God almighty.
I'm completely confused. I don't know who's who didn't have money.
We're nearly there.
Who's shouting at who?
All this to say, he is the one who asked me out. Before and after this day, he pushed some boundaries and I had to cut him off. He was 3 years older.
I'm just
than
telling
me,
fuck
which has
off. I'm
really
bored
made things
already.
worse.
God.
Yeah, he sounds like
Yeah.
a dose.
Fuck off.
Oh. Short one here. I've only had one date. It went well. Second one went well. Oh, there wasn't only one. Then got friend zoned after the second date. Thanks, Joseph.
Well,
Here's Carly. I went on a walk with a guy from my gym, and out of nowhere he tells me how he used to be a real homophobe.
Okay. It's a doozy.
Can you imagine randomly bringing up that?
I used to be a homophobe. Okay.
I used to say the F word a lot.
the fun I'd have on
Well,
that
I suppose
date.
you'd be kind of saying, well, I'm so glad you're not anymore. We'll leave that one there.
Anyway, he used to be a real homophobe and couldn't even watch lesbian porn. As we were walking past a group of elder women, I switched gyms after
That's
that.
like a standard. Couldn't even watch lesbian porn. Assuming that is a standard, a broad standard across the male population.
What's the
Is
question?
it? I'm asking you a question.
Can you repeat the question, please? What?
Is lesbian porn a standard across the male heterosexual population?
Fellas will watch anything.
Do you
Oh,
think
you
so?
mean do men watch it? Not
Yeah.
really much, no. I think lesbian porn is for women more.
You think?
Yeah.
Why?
I just think so. I think it's boring. Like fucking scissoring each other for like, I was like, oh wow.
Get to the point. Okay.
You can't see anything when you're scissoring.
Anyway, go on.
Jesus Christ. Why? I'm worse.
We've
I
hit
asked the question.
hit a
It's
new
me.
low.
I'm the problem.
You're the problem.
Yeah.
Go on.
At what point do you say, okay, that's enough scissoring?
Well, I think they would let you know when it's enough. Not you.
Not let me
Well,
know. Let me know. I
You're
won't be
talking
there.
to a screen unless you interact with other sites.
Go on. I want to find out about your man.
Which man?
The fella that used to be the homophobe.
Oh, that's it.
Oh.
She switched gyms. These are shorts.
Okay. Right. Go on.
Here's another short. Winter.
I want to go for pints. What time is it?
It's nearly pint time.
It's
Go on.
pint time, yeah.
It's 10 to 1.
Pints. We're going daytime drinking today.
Yes.
Why?
Daytime
Because
into nighttime
we're
and probably into morning
elderly.
time.
That's what
Yeah.
elderly people do.
Why
We
did you do
day drink.
last week when I
Saved
was
up
around?
all our pints. What?
Why did you do it last week when I was around?
Because Paddy's weekend is this weekend.
It's a long weekend, so we have an extra day for recovery.
Exactly.
Anyway, Alex, I don't like to look at that profile picture. Went on a date, paid for everything, was going good. Went for food after cinema. Anna got back to hers getting into it. And she said she had a man mid-stroke. Never been so turned off in my... Is this English?
She had a man mid-stroke.
What's that mean?
As in he had a stroke? Because he...
I don't think
It
it's
was
that
a
type
medical-
of stroke.
I think it's the other
I don't
stroke
think it's
as
a
in-
medical event.
What?
Uh,
We'll start again.
Okay, go
I'll
again.
just make sure
Round two.
I'll just make sure I'm saying all the words.
Okay.
Do you want me to read it?
Take
Super
your time.
concentrate.
Get Chris to read it. See, does it make a difference?
Okay.
Right. Here we go.
Went on a date, paid for everything, was going good, went for food after cinema, and got back to hers getting into it. And she said she had a man mid-stroke, never been so turned off in my life. Was the best date ever though, to be fair. Good film, great food, told the guy when I got home though, still mates with him to this day.
Does he not like words?
No, she doesn't like
She
full
just-
stops.
Full stops. Oh, she wrote it.
Oh, it's a he.
I'm
Sorry,
confused.
he. Hang on.
Those aren't complete. There's incomplete.
And
short
she said
staccato
she had a
sentences.
man mid-stroke.
She had a man mid-stroke.
I don't
So
understand.
I think that could be a medical stroke.
She had a man.
medical event mid-stroke. Did he have a stroke on her while they were?
Was she stroking a man?
See, there's one of two
I'm
options
thinking
there.
medical event.
I'm thinking medical event after.
I'm thinking
that's-
sexual
that
event.
story.
I love a good comma as well.
And a semicolon.
God, I
You
love-
can't
Not
use too
used
many of
enough.
them.
You
Do you know
absolutely
what's
can't.
annoys me? When people use dot instead of a comma. Just use the fucking comma.
No. It's ... if you want to break,
Yeah.
or it's a comma, or if you
I
want to
was
split your
never taught-
sentence in two, it's a semicolon or a full colon, if you will.
Now explain hem dash.
No,
Dot isn't a thing.
it is.
It is.
It's not.
It's a boomer thing.
It gives
Yeah, but it's not a real thing, so is it?
It is.
Hello.
It's not.
It
Hello.
is.
There's a
Because
blur.
we
A
were
big
never
blur.
taught. We were never taught that in
Tuvi,
school.
I'm not turning
We
up
were.
anymore if you keep
I
fucking
wasn't.
talking over us.
It's
Such an
not-
asshole.
I
It
must
is
miss that
because
bit.
if you're quoting a block of text, and only two sentences out of that block are important, so you say you're saying ... you're leaving out the little middle bit, and then
Oh,
you're
yeah.
the last sentence.
Tell it to that guy.
That face Trump makes.
Anyway.
Stupid orange
Anyway.
face.
Anonymous, please. Okay.
I want Gwendolyn back. Her stories were better.
Went on a date with an army guy, making general conversation about our jobs, etc. All very normal. He then asks, most people want to know if I've killed someone. I smiled, excused myself, and sent the barman over to get rid of him.
Cool story, bro.
That's a girl.
Cool story, bro.
That's a girl. Anonymous, please, again, from Bradley.
Wait, the guy said people usually ask me if I've killed someone.
Yeah.
And at that point she left.
At that point she left. God. I'd be like, did you?
Tell me more.
Tell me when to stop.
How did you do it? Give me all the details.
Grenade.
Oh, yeah.
I watched Sisu again, actually. It's
Actually,
so
do you know what? I enjoyed it.
ridiculous. I enjoy
It's
it.
ridiculous. But
Oh, that's your man then.
guy
He kills
then-
a rake of them.
yeah, he tears off around a bog above Norway, I'd say.
And they hang him and everything. And
They hang
he
him for a
survives
full
that.
day.
A full day
yeah,
and he's still
he
going.
survived it.
And a spikes is it sticks
He must
into
have
his,
some neck on him
sticks into his leg. Do you remember that
Yeah.
happened in the Bible? Do
He's like a bad penny.
in the Bible.
you remember in the Bible they hung the fella with the really? Do
And you know, in
remember
the Bible, they
do you remember
actually tell
tried
men to be nice to women. Do you
was-
remember that bit?
Do you remember the part where they're executing this fella? Was it three brothers? And one had a really strong neck and they tried to hang him and he survived it. Another fella had.
Hang on, let me
Do you
think
remember
back
that
to the time
story?
that I studied the Bible very closely from
I
start to
can't
finish.
say I remember that
Does
story
not ring
now.
us
No,
the bell,
no
no?
bells, no.
Your man with the neck of a rhino. Couldn't hang him, the bastard.
Anonymous, please. So I went on a first date with a lass. She was a Tottenham fan. I am a Leeds fan. They were playing, so we met at a pub to watch the game. When I arrived, she had 4 empty pint glasses on her table. I thought nothing of this, but it turns out she had drunk all 4 pints before I arrived. She continued to drink at a similar rate throughout the night until I said it's time for home. Excuse me. I'd find that a bit of a turn off as well.
Why?
So if you land up to the first date and she's half cut.
Well, was he late? Give us context. You can't judge from what is written there.
They went to meet a match, so I imagine he wasn't late for the match. Yep.
Maybe
Sounds
she went
to
out
me like he
early
was
for-
late.
Anyway.
Well, 4 pints. Sure, she might be fine on 4 pints.
I got her coat, and as I was walking out the pub, my local, by the way, she said, "I'll come back to yours then." I said, "I
Oh my
don't
God,
think."
that's so forward.
I said, "I don't think that's a good idea." To my surprise, and everyone else is in the pub, she didn't start shouting at the top of her very loud voice.
Oh,
and
no.
I quote, "You won't take me home because I wear a wig."
What in the name of God?
It's not that, but now I have an extra reason.
Oh, look, another reason. I replied in a calm manner, "It's fuck all to do with that. You're just pissed." She then replies, "Are you gay?" "I'm offering it to you on a plate. You must be gay."
Classy.
Classy bird.
This
Yeah.
continued for longer than I care to remember.
Marriage material.
Until the equally embarrassed landlady managed.
Imagine the state for a wig and all. The wig was probably sideways at this stage after about 12 pints. Who the fuck?
The neck on you.
That was a good one. Thanks, Bradley.
That was a good
very
one. I
good,
liked
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Let's look at Bradley's profile. Yeah, he looks normal.
Lads, dates. It's very hard, dating scene. It's just, why can't people be normal? And why can't you go to a pub anymore and meet someone there? You just can't
Pubs
meet
are
anyone
dead.
anymore.
Pubs are gone. Pubs are back in the noughties.
Yeah.
There won't be today. Hey! What about that?
I was 17 and we watched Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, all films, at her mum and dad's place. As I left, I tried to kiss her at the door and got rejected. In the mix of things, I had noticed it had snowed, and after being rejected, I slipped on some ice right on the coccyx, and she then had to help me get up.
Oh, I do have a dating story.
Oh, I would fucking die.
Oh my God.
I fell in the gym the last day and I tried to save myself, and I just made it so. Why didn't I just fall?
Why? What did you do?
Was it recorded, more importantly?
No video evidence.
Well, it didn't happen
I was
then.
pulling the Jonah sled.
Yeah.
So I was doing backward drags and I didn't have it on right. It's my own fault. So I was hooped on the sled, and it was heavy. It was like 300 kilos. And I went to pull it like this and I went. Do you know the
In slow motion.
do you know the alien music? Boom, 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 boom.
No, I was thinking Enya.
That's what I was singing.
Who will?
So it started as boom, 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 boom. And I went to
Imagine
turn.
if we were there.
I went to turn.
I'd be gasping for
and
air.
I went to turn and catch myself and use my leg at the same time, and it just looked like a.
Oh my God.
I'm okay. And when the lad walks up behind me, he says, "It's okay, Pa, I don't think anyone saw." Why are you so red? I'm just exercising a lot. I did extra today.
I have an embarrassing dating story. A dating
The
guy.
second I finish this one.
Oh, have we not finished it?
So I slipped on some ice right in the coccyx, and she then had to help me get up. At this point, she must have felt really sorry for me, because she started telling me I was a great guy, but she wasn't feeling it. And I was just wanting the conversation to stop whilst trying to hold. Keep forgetting to breathe when I talk. And to stop whilst holding the pain in. I limped off in the snow trying to play it cool, not sure I was successful in
And
doing
he broke
so.
his bum. It's sore. I've done it. I broke my coccyx.
Yeah. Go on, what's your
Painful.
dating story?
Go on.
Oh, it was when I was really younger. I had the polo at
What's
the
the
time.
name?
I think I know
and
it.
I met
Yeah.
a guy.
What's the name?
As if I'm going to give you his name.
I don't think you
Stephen.
know him.
I don't think you'd know him either. Anyway, so met a guy, and I think we got maybe 2 dates, but he was such a nice guy, but he was really shy. And I'm kind of shy as well.
Oh, yeah.
And towards the end of the second date, I was dropping him home, and I was in the car, and I'd been building myself up the whole time, just to, it's a strong, independent woman, do what you want to do. So I went to lean in to give him a kiss.
Oh, to do that, okay.
Yeah, just to because are we on a fucking date? Are we not on a date? So I went to lean in to give him a kiss, and I forgot I had my seatbelt on. So he laughed and laughed and laughed. I was sitting in my car going, "Get out!"
That kind of happened with Declan.
Did it?
Yeah, our first date, and went to the cinema, whatever, watched the movie, and then we were parting company. I was getting into my car, out of his car. And I said, "Well, thanks so much. That was a really nice date." And whatever way I went in for the kill, going in for a kiss, and he turned his head away from me. I was like, fucking chick. Never ever meeting him again. Mortified.
Imagine when you kissed the back of his you kissed the back of his head.
And he'd go,
What was that? It was fried or something.
I said it to him weeks later. I was like, "Why did you turn your head away?" And he said, "What are you talking about? I didn't even see that you went in for a kiss. Of course I'd have kissed you."
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I ate myself alive the whole way home in the car. I was like, I'm so
idiot.
embarrassed. You idiot. Like hitting the steering wheel and everything.
Beep, beep.
Oh my God.
Sarah Louise says, I have an awful date story.
Okay.
The end. Wow, thanks,
Oh, for
Sarah.
fuck's sake. Anyway, she's saving us time. When are we drinking pints?
I won't bore you with the details.
Okay, thanks.
This looks like a good one. And there's loads of commas and stuff. Oh, you love my fucking story. So I went on a date with a guy and we decided to go to a all-you-can-eat sushi place. He probably ate 32 of those tiny plates, raw fish, crab, wasabi, all together, and he washed it down with a 1.5 litre of apple juice. Oh, the organic one. The one that gives you massive diarrhea. Well, we left the all you can
First
eat.
time, huh?
When we left, I
Only had
never
a
had
clean
sushi.
colon at the end of it anyway. Albert.
Whistling.
Just followed him. Well, we left the all you can eat, and after a while, head to his house, which was like 25 minutes away from the sushi place. After 10 minutes, his stomach started to grumble, and I thought, holy fuck, this guy will shit his pants if we don't stop.
How did he not know
Noah,
that he would
I wouldn't
evacuate his colon, that he ate all of that stuff?
I wouldn't. I often eat lots of stuff.
I mean, 32 plates of sushi. Stop it.
No, 32 things.
Would you drink a
Equally
litre
so.
and a half of apple juice though?
If
I
he,
would-
well, there was cans of cider
Orange
last
juice.
weekend flying
Orange,
back his
I drink-
throat.
I would drink easily 2 pints of orange. And 32 bites. That's all they are. I would
That's still a
demolish
lot.
32 bites. I had 4 burgers, 2 chips, and a McFlurry in McDonald's during the week.
Remember
And
that
well,
video
how-
game Kirby? Where it sucks everything in.
And would your stomach not be at you now after eating all of that?
No, it's used to it. My stomach's like, let's go to work, boys. Fine, didn't take a massive.
It's showtime.
It's showtime. My arsehole doesn't go.
It just falls out of you.
The load made only to dump it.
Do you remember that joke when we were kids and I used to think it was hilarious? Like, why is your shit tapered at the end? So your arse doesn't close with a bang. Oh my God, I used to think it was the funniest joke.
Jesus, will you come on?
Fucking hell.
And I thought, holy fuck, this guy will shit his pants if we don't stop. And that's exactly what we did. We stopped at a... I thought I was gone. We stopped at a cornfield and he disappeared as fast as he could, holding his butt cheeks with both hands. At this point, I'm laughing hysterically. You know the good laugh. The you can't laugh in church laugh. It took the guy at least 20 minutes to come
I'd
back
be dying
out
for
of
him
the
second-hand embarrassment.
cornfield. I seriously contemplated checking on him because I thought he passed out while shitting massive amounts of sushi and organic apple juice. Do you remember that in Dumb and Dumber?
What?
He laced his food with
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and then the toilet was broken.
Oh, yeah.
This is a short one from Steph. I went on a date with a guy who told me on the date he was married, then split the bill, and he had steak and lobster, and I had a salad. And then after the date, he sent me photos of himself in a dress. He's now a woman. Fucking
At
hell.
no
Okay,
point in
there's-
that story could I predict what was coming next.
No, there's so many corners in that story that need to be investigated.
Jesus
I'd
Christ.
love a longer version of that.
Was he married though?
I wouldn't, because it's now 1:05.
Who is she?
It's quitting time.
She
Fine
is.
time.
Oh, she's aspiring presenter, 36, single, Peloton addict. What's Peloton?
Bike.
A beasticle. Yep. And you jump up in it and there's
What's
a
Mike
computer
short for? Mycicle.
You watch the screen, it's spinning on a bike and the trainer is on the screen, so you set your programs and you don't need a human to do it for you. It's great, and there's a subscription and everything.
Okay, this one's anonymous, so it might be good. This is the last one.
Right.
I had a date once with an ex-student job colleague. While we were very giggly and blushing in work, when we went on a date a while later, we just sat there realising, but not saying it, that the idea of a date was absolutely rubbish, and we both clearly only pretended to have an appointment after we finished our coffee. I have never left a date feeling that weird, somewhere between embarrassed and relieved. I'm still friends with him on SM, and he turned out to be an absolute
Social
weirdo.
media.
Social media.
And that's it.
Snap Matt. That's it.
Okay. Anyway, so to movies and series.
Movies and series.
Okay, I have to talk about adolescence.
You already talked about it.
I didn't. Well, I have
You
to talk
talked
about it
about it
now
once.
because
Presence was the other one.
yeah. Well, adolescence. We dipped into it slightly.
We don't need an essay now. Come on.
Jesus Christ!
Short and sweet.
I literally get 10
Oh,
words
Keep
in
it
every
snappy.
episode.
She hasn't started.
On again.
Single-handedly the best series I've ever watched ever in my life.
Really?
Excellent.
Done.
Excellent. The acting, long
man is
shot
so
camera
good.
work, the content, and you think it's going to be a murder/crime drama, and it is, but it's more about the human story around it. Sensational.
I was
Okay,
thinking
and
that
you're
last
serious?
night, watching it. That long shot is like trending.
It's brilliant. Oh,
It's
yeah,
like-
from American Primeval as well. It's excellent.
American
really, really
Primeval,
good.
it's like...
Oh, there's a lot of work in it.
yeah.
And people are
John-
fucking bored with Hollywood. Like, fuck off with your blockbusters. Anyway.
John, the camera comes around, it's like, oh shit, what's my line again? Line.
Anyway, movie, Presents. We touched on it earlier. I can't believe I haven't guessed the ghost. I'll have to watch it a second time. Again, I'd say to viewers, please
I'll
go
tell you
and
what.
watch it. And again, it's not a Hollywood blockbuster. It's a really good story. And it's
clue-
from the point of view of the ghost, all the camera work. It's excellent. And the last scene in it,
The clue is at the end.
my heart was breaking. Yeah, I saw the last scene.
Here, I needn't
But it
bother
couldn't have
watching
been
it.
him
So
all along.
Remember when the lady came in, who checks out
The
places on
realtor?
the size? No, the lady he got in.
The medium?
Yeah. Do you remember what she said
No.
about doorways and how they have different timelines? That's what she was talking about. Now it's even more good, isn't it?
It's
If it's
even
even-
gooder now.
I don't need to watch it now because I have the entire
no,
story.
No, you do watch it. It's so fucking creepy.
Okay,
So
anyway.
and it's excellent. Anyway, on to you, Chris. So your television series is
The Night of.
Yes.
Did
Which
you
is
watch that?
just
You
you-
did.
you-
Yeah, I
remember.
did. No, I actually did. Yeah, it's a short,
After a
limited
night
series.
of partying with a woman, he picks up a man, finds up to find her stabbed to death, and is charged with her murder.
Yeah, it's very good.
Excellent.
Yeah. What movie did I pick? I can't remember
You
what
picked,
I said.
Oh, it's for the weekend that's in it.
Oh, The Wind That Shakes the Barley. I'm so fucking cross when I watch that.
Stop, I had to turn it
can't
off
cope.
halfway through because I got
Rage.
too angry.
Yeah.
Like, get those bastards out.
Yeah.
There you go now, Patrick.
I wasn't listening. I'm
What is
watching
new?
one of the best things that was ever made
Oh, you
by a
looked it
human
up
man. Invincible. No, I've been watching Invincible since World's Strongest Man 2021.
How many series?
Watch it. There's 3 series. Just watch. I know it's a cartoon, right? And you're like,
I
cartoons are for
tried.
children.
I like anime sometimes, and I tried to watch it, and
Oh my god!
not for me.
You didn't watch Walking Dead, did you?
No.
It's funny because like one of the worst scenes that was ever made by television is in Walking Dead, right?
What do you mean worst? Worst as in viewer rated worst, or
As
worst
in
as in?
jaw hits the ground.
Oh, I love those moments where you go.
So you
I
mean the
remember-
best?
Yeah. So I remember it happened, and me and Lena were like, literally, I was like,
I was
What's
like
that
that
for
the first
happening?
episode of
I
Adolescence.
can say it to you because you don't
Jaw
watch
on
it.
the floor.
So there was this nice guy, main character, all through like 10 seasons, right? He's like
Uh-huh.
the main character, right? And then they come across this guy who was the bad guy, who was Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Do you know?
Oh, we get
yeah.
a sermon for Invincible. This is
Massive.
wonderful.
And
can you-
he had this baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire and hits the
Oh, you
main
told
guy
me that before.
down the
yeah.
head. His eye pops out, his head splits open, right? That was the scene, right? So
Oh my
fast
God!
forward. You keep interrupting me, you're slowing it down.
No, I'm not. Fucking
See?
20 minutes later.
See? So then Invincible is made, and the final fight scene in season 3
Same thing.
is it's Mark versus this Viltrumite, and the Viltrumite is Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and that main character guy that's in Walking Dead plays Mark. And Mark
No way.
yeah,
Oh, that's very clever.
destroys his head.
Excellent.
The last
It's like an Easter
episode-
egg.
Anyway, I wasn't listening. What's your movie?
The last episode has a 28-minute fight scene,
Wow.
Yeah.
and they
on.
don't hold back.
Yeah.
That's like the
It's
movie
like-
that your man is in. Is it Chris Hemsworth where he's sent in to rescue some young fella?
Oh, yeah.
And it's just fight. I fell asleep in 5
You won't
minutes
fall
in.
asleep at this because it's so good.
Anyway, what's your movie?
Jerry Shoes watched the last episode. Watch the last episode.
Okay,
Just watch.
I won't.
Please watch the last episode.
I will. No.
Just watch the last one.
Go on. Give us thingies.
My film is what film did I say again? Oh yeah, 27 Run. Don't even know. It doesn't want
47.
27.
Ronin. Keanu Reeves is in it.
It's shit.
Okay, go on.
Shall we
give
go
us
to the scores?
Yeah, quickly.
I won.
Adolescence,
A lot.
8.5.
Yeah, got it right.
Jesus.
The Night of,
8.5.
I'd say 7.9.
8.4.
Oh
Ooh.
my god, these are high.
Invincible,
9.2.
Oh, don't tell me I lost. 8.8.
look at him as if he didn't look it up. 8.7.
Fuck's sake.
Presents,
6 probably.
0.2. 6.2.
Really?
Honestly, yeah. And it's so much better than that.
Lucy
Anyway.
Liu's in it.
Yeah. The Wind That Shakes the Barley,
7.
I didn't even
Not
hear you saying
rated
that.
highly enough. 7.5. Ronin.
What was that in?
Jason. 6.2. There he is interrupting me again. 6.2. Anyway, that was lovely, folks. Thanks very much.
Who won?
He did. No, you.
Did I?
No, you didn't.
I don't know. I didn't score.
I won the series. And
Movies and series.
and
Chris, you won movies this week.
what film is it?
The Wind That Shakes the Barley.
Who's in that again?
Cillian Murphy. Anyway.
Thank you all, folks.
Still giving my time
we're
freely.
really
Yeah.
so actually it's costing me money to be here. So thank you very much, everyone, and we really appreciate it. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Good day.
Thanks and bye.